So this here is the Sigma 150 to 600 millimeter lens. It is quite a large lens. It's not a small one. It is a super telephoto zoom lens. As you zoom out or as you zoom in, you're going to extend this further and retract it for that lower range of zoom. This here is a lock, so if I lock it, it won't extend forth without first unlocking it. So this here, it is attached to the Canon 6D Mark II camera. It is a full frame camera, and has the ability to capture very stunning, very clear, very crisp photographs. It's sort of like a entry-level kind of a camera in photography. And this here is a lens cap or lens hood. It just prevents certain kinds of reflection of sunlight, and it mitigates against flare and other things like that. So I leave it on, generally speaking. And if you want, from a layperson's perspective, I mean, I'm not a professional in any sense, but from a layperson's perspective, if you get this setup right here, you're going to be ready to take very stunning zoomed in photographs of animals from quite a distance. That is why somebody would get a lens like this. If you're at a sporting event and you want to get a close-up, this is the lens you would use. This is not a lens if you want to capture a broad range of subjects. This is a very narrowly focused sort of zoom intention when you're using this kind of a lens. And so I'll show you some of the photographs and some of the zoom levels. Like when I say it zooms in really close, you understand that, but you don't really have anything to compare it to. So I'll show you some photographs of what it's capable of doing from different distances to give you a very good sense of whether this is the kind of lens that you would want. Yeah, so for wildlife photography especially, highly recommended configuration here. I just wanted to add a few things for your additional consideration, because these things do make a difference in the quality. Right here we have in my previous showing of this configuration, I didn't include what has been added rather is this Canon flash. This is the 430 EX3 RT. It is a powerful flash. There's a button on this side. You just press it and it kind of, you can direct it upwards or downwards, in addition to tilting it in any direction. Because when you start to do flash photography, you start to learn that the best direction is not always forward facing, depending on what kind of surrounding you're at or surrounding you're within. So depends on the walls, the ceiling, and how you anticipate as an experienced photographer the reflection of the light to hit the subject. So this I think, well, I can't remember the cost, but it's a little bit pricey, but it is a very powerful flash, and it will make a big difference when you use it properly. So highly recommended flash. And then right here we're going to put this aside, and in this case here, if you're serious about getting close-up zoom of your subjects, if the subject zoom is an important feature or an important aspect, then you would want something like this. This is a teleconverter. It is in this particular one, this is TC 2001, and it's specifically designed for Canon lenses. I don't know if you can see that. Now what this is it looks like a lens, doesn't it? It looks very much like a lens. In fact, it does have all the most of the properties, most of the outwardly characteristics of a lens, but it's a teleconverter. So a teleconverter is designed to, in this case, essentially double whatever zoom level that this lens gives you. So whatever this lens gives you, this will double it. Now, I'm going to do some quick shifting maneuvers here, just not to show you how to attach it, but to show you how it looks once it is attached. This teleconverter is now attached to the camera, camera, and this will be attached to the lens. And so what we have now, it is quite significantly bulky in this configuration. When you have the flash and when you have the teleconverter and you have that 600 millimeter Sigma lens, it will add weight. You know, once you're carrying it around, you don't want to be carrying this around for too long. You have to have some strength for this kind of work. As you can see, this is the fully extended version of this. Let me see if you can. Right, so what this has done now, in effect, is that the attaching this teleconverter, the TC 2001, effectively, will double the zoom level. So you're going to be getting a lot closer to the subject than you otherwise would be able to without losing quality. The quality will remain very much, excellent. But there is one exception, which is that this lens over here, it's a good lens, but you know, it requires sunlight to operate. It works best on sunny days. You want to be carrying this lens for sunny rather than cloudy or gloomy days. This is a very important characteristic, a very important thing to know about this lens, and especially more important when you're attaching this teleconverter. Once you attach this teleconverter, the amount of light, it affects the level of light reaching this lens. The ability to zoom has some trade-offs, and getting light into the lens becomes harder. So if you're going to be using this lens, make sure it's a sunny day. But if you're going to be using this teleconverter with this lens, you almost won't be able to function without a sunny day. I mean, it would be so poor the quality, then you may have to process it afterwards. So I'm just letting you know from my experience what the important considerations are. All right. So the camera that I've shown you, this configuration here, you are going to want to store it once you have all of this. You can't just have it lying around. I'm just giving you these considerations because they become important after a certain time. You need to be able to keep them securely, and that is what this case is here. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to put this down here, and I'm going to show you what this case looks like. I've already opened it. I have one hand free and the other. Alright, so this here is, you would want something like this to store your camera and its various accessories over time. It's the only way you're going to keep everything organized, because you're not going to be using all these components together at the same time every day. There's going to be periods where you don't use them and you would want to store them. So I will just show you what it all looks like once it's inside. Alright, so this is how it looks like once I put everything inside. All the parts that I've shown you are over here. I have a few other things that I haven't put in, so you see these empty spots here. But this is a region here that may be used for more lenses in the future. So it is a very secure way to be storing this camera. They click into place, and once they are clicked into place, nothing is moving from here. Believe me, you can throw it after this, and nothing will happen. This is a sort of, effectively has wheels, and that extends forward for handles, and see if I can strength trim it. Alright, here it is. So I'm showing you this because it is important to figure out how you want to store these things for the longer run. It is a very heavy, this is not a light. I can't even pick it up with one arm, in fact. And you don't want to be picking that up. You just put it in your car and you take it where you want. You're ready for very high resolution telephoto, very sort of zoomed in photography with this configuration.